Hi, welcome back to Module 6. This topic will be the deal breaker for you to become an ultimate commission smasher or not. It's just that powerful. Even if you have the perfect membership site or sales page, it will all amount to nothing if nobody visits your site at all. In other words, you need to have traffic. So the topic I'll be teaching you in this module is how to be a traffic-generating smasher, step by step, in order to drive traffic to your website, specifically by using solo ads. There are actually so many ways out there that you can help generate traffic besides solo ads. Examples are classified ads, article marketing, SEO, viral marketing, social media, media buying, press releases, banner advertising, and so on. Frankly speaking, there are just a lot of methods to generate traffic. Plus, it is indeed very confusing when you think about methods to generate traffic. However, they all don't deliver the same kind of result. Most of the examples I've given are actually very expensive methods to generate traffic. Plus, some methods may work for some people and may not work for you. Especially if you're a newbie and you're just starting out. Are you willing to invest so much on methods that you are unsure of the results they give you? If your answer is no, consider solo ads. Before that, I'd like to share with you my 3 rules of choosing traffic generation methods. Number 1, it should be free or low cost. 2, it must have promising records of generating high returns. And number 3, it should be recycle friendly, so I can use it over and over again without cracking my head thinking of another method afterwards. This is how solo ad shines above the rest. So why solo ads? Firstly, I would highly encourage you to go for solo ads because it's already a highly effective and popular internet marketing technique. So there's no high risk of losing since it's been working for so long now. Solo ads indeed fulfill my 3 rules of choosing a method. However, there are more reasons to it. Allow me to highlight the reasons for choosing this method. Here are my 5 reasons. First of all, it's absolutely easy to implement. It's short and easy. All you have to do is to find a suitable vendor related to your niche. However, you have to find a vendor who has a large list of genuine and active subscribers. Having a large list of subscribers is very beneficial to those who have just started building their own mailing list. Which brings us to reason number 2. You'll get a large list of engaged subscribers. The third reason is by using solo ads, you get your message across to targeted traffic. This allows for higher conversion rates. Now, if you're just starting out to do business, you would most probably be tight on budget and want to minimize your cost, right? Thus, my 4th reason is solo ads are really a cost-effective way of internet marketing. Having said this, solo ads are a splendid method to reach millions of eyeballs by paying very little money. My 5th reason is you can also get instant feedback. You know right away your membership site is selling or not. Monitor how your solo ads are performing and make necessary changes in order to get better results. I'm sure you would want to know your feedback right away rather than waiting for it for months, which is true if you are using SEO. To get a solo ad started, you need to have a solo ad email. So now I'm going to show you techniques on how to create a successful solo ad campaign and draw in all the traffic that you need. Understand that the purpose of a solo ad email is to pre-sell, so please don't hard sell on the email. Now, for that to work, the solo ad message and squeeze page must be congruent. In this case, the squeeze page is necessary because you want to build a mailing list. Notice that I had taught you about squeeze pages in the previous module, and it's the same. However, I'd like to repeat myself in this solo ad module as it's still an important step. As I've mentioned before, not everyone's going to join and be your buyers right away. Not many are going to buy up front, so you want to collect their email address for follow-ups. Here's an example on how a squeeze page looks. It's actually quite simple. If you go to www.plrextreme.com, you'll see a headline, a red button pointing down to an open box, orange or yellow button. The tricks are to create a simple but action-oriented headline using red color for the arrow and orange or yellow color for the button. These are the colors that are proven to have the great conversion rates. You want them to act right now. Use single opt-in for your autoresponder. The difference is that for the single opt-in, people will be on your mailing list right away the moment they fill in their email address. On the other hand, for double opt-in, there are 2 steps. people would have to wait for confirmation and accept before they can appear on your mailing list. Subscribers of double opt-in are more engaged and are considered hot leads. In this case, however, since you're paying for traffic, you might as well maximize the solo ad you're paying for and get as many subscribers as you can. This is why I suggest you get single opt-in. In this next step, I'll show you how to write a solo ad email. It's exactly the same as the follow-up email in the previous module. Here is the format in a nutshell. Make it short and precise, 55 characters per line, 200 words maximum. Long emails will only turn people away because people don't have the time for it. So keep it straight to the point and have a maximum 3 URLs to the same site, and craft your email offer based on curiosity, semi-blind offer. Here's an example of my solo ad email that generates good conversions. I guess you will recognize this familiar slide by now because I just couldn't stress this enough. Always lead your traffic to your squeeze page first. We've already covered this topic earlier, so I'm not going to repeat it again. Send it to your squeeze page, not your vendor's page. The priority is to build your own list. To track conversions, I personally use Google Analytics and Link Tracker tool. Tracking conversion is really important. You have to know whether you're doing well or not at all. Feedback is very important. Time is very precious. Make changes when it's necessary to do so. Besides, this is a way of monitoring solo ad vendor. Say if your solo ad vendor promised to send you 500 clicks, you get to keep track to see whether he's done it. When you are dealing with solo ad vendors, you have to communicate and negotiate with them personally. You have to ask them some questions. I usually ask them 5 main questions. How big is your list? How did you build your list? If the vendor uses not-so-effective tactics to build lists, such as traffic exchange, swap, it might not be responsive. On the other hand, if the vendor uses joint venture to build a list and can show you the buyers, it's proven to be more responsive. I'll also ask, how old is your list? If it's relatively new, just a few months to 1 year, then it's good. If it's a very old list, you have to be a little careful, as it may have died out and the buyers are less responsive. The most important thing is to make sure the vendor is still actively building the list, or else it's most likely just a junk list. Next, ask the vendor whether his list will like your offer. First of all, you have to have your squeeze page ready and show him. Ask if his subscribers will like it. See if it's a worthwhile deal. Also ask the vendor how many clicks he's capable of sending you. Do not pay based on how many emails are sent out, but how many clicks he is capable of sending you. Otherwise, most of your money will be wasted on junk emails. Now, where to go to get solo vendors? You can go to Google Solo Ad or email advertising and put in your niche name to find solo ad vendors. Alternatively, if you want to look for more solo ad vendors, you can also go to getsoloadtraffic.com. I certainly hope I saved you some trouble in finding solo ad vendors. Now, my next question is, how much should you spend? This is why tracking is very important. Remember, I've mentioned that you should pay based on the number of clicks and not how many emails he's sending out. This is important because there's no point having your solo ad sent out to 1,000 emails, but none of them click on your link. This is why you should go for pay per click. Ideally, pay about 20 cents to 40 cents or 50 cents per click. For starters, begin small. Buy 200 clicks. Once you verify that your vendor's list is working and you can at least cover your cost, better still making a profit anyway, you can buy as many solo ad clicks as you want. Remember to always start small, otherwise you might regret that later on. Now that you've learned about solo ad, go ahead and take action. Prepare your ad solo emails, find your solo ad vendors, contact them, buy them, and use it to generate massive traffic and become the next traffic generation smasher.